Welcome. All right, let's see what's going on here, guys. I'm just not sure if it's going live or not. Looks like it is. It's a piece of crap trying to get it to work. Go home. Yeah, it's live testing right now. Okay, so I think it's working. So at least I think it's gotten taken care of all the little curve. All right, okay. Let's see if I got anybody to come in. And doesn't look like anybody popped in here at all. Okay. Oh, the screen's still black, so something's going on. Oh, there we are. Okay, guys, I think it's working. Let's see here. I'm gonna just use my phone. Go into the YouTube just to make sure everything's working, because I'm just trying to get everything good before I ever do a show with somebody on here. So I apologize, guys. Man, I'm getting tired. Oh, looks like I got one current viewer. Or is that me? Oh, wait, it's Mr. Duffy. Okay, so I think I got it dialed, man. Right on. So that's awesome. Thanks for popping back in, Duffy. I was waiting for somebody to come in to confirm that because I had a couple issues with some settings in there, so we figured it out, and I think it's good. Now I think they can actually do a better job of doing live shows with people. So it looks good. I'm looking at some things on here right now. Control panel. Yeah, it looks like everything's dialed. Appreciate you coming back in here. Looks like I got two current viewers. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to get it all figured out. That way, when I start doing live shows with you, and others, which I'll probably have to do it again, Mr. Duffy. I'm glad I got our conversation recorded on the audio, so I can be able to put that on the podcast on Spotify or iHeartRadio and stuff. But on YouTube, it won't work for that now since I had some issues with the settings. But now, I don't think it'll be a problem anymore because what I plan to do is do live shows and then audio recording. That way, I can just edit the audio and leave the shows alone on YouTube. I think that'd be the best because I don't know. Still got to figure out some settings on here, but I think it's good. I think it's good. So make sure everything's dialed. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I appreciate you coming in. I don't want to take up your time and other than anybody else watching their time on this. Looks like I got three people watching now. So cool, cool, cool. Um, Nothing too exciting, guys. I'm just doing some test runs on this. So that way I can start doing some live shows with some people and some on my own, I guess too. It's nothing wrong with doing that, but you got to get yourself prepared for it, and have your mind sharp. And I'm definitely not sharp of doing a solo show tonight, just talking about whatever. I do have some things I'm going to bring up on the show. Um, I'm going to be talking about some cool areas that are in Oregon that had some history behind it, tribal history, and a lot of disappearance that had happened in that area. Some were Bigfoot related, and this place is claimed to have a spiritual world going through this lake. It's like the tribal people would say it's like a portal into a spirit world. Um, but it's some bad stuff going on there too as well. A lot of missing people happened there, and a lot of people died in that area, crashing off the cliffside of this lake. I'd give you the name of the lake, but I kind of want to hold off before I tell anybody the name of the lake. I just wanted to share. It's going to be an episode coming soon. But anyways, there's a lot of good stuff coming for the show too. Once I'm settled into my new home, hopefully soon, I'm gonna have a little room built for this and be able to do more shows like this with a better internet provider for sure. Um, I'm surprised it's even working right now because HughesNet is not very good. Um, but it's looked like the excellent condition or connection. So you could tell I'm tired. So what I like to bring more on the show is more people views on Bigfoot and Dogman and UFOs and conspiracy theories, you name it. All kinds of cool stuff. Um, Interesting stuff, and I like to get some people on to talk about the Nephilims because I'm pretty interested in that as well. Um, let's check, just checking some things here, guys. Yeah, everything looks good. So, um, I really like to get some more researchers on the show that have an open mind. There's a lot of them that are just like, you know, it's their way, and that's it. There's the science-based side of it people go by, and then there's people that are more open to the woo side of it. I don't know. There's a lot of strange things when it comes to Bigfoot and all these weird unknown things. So I used to be flesh and blood only creature, um, but I still believe it's a flesh and blood creature, but it's capable of doing things that we can't not do. I think they travel through portals, possibly. I could be wrong. Um, I know it sounds crazy. A lot of people are like, "What?" But I think it's real. I've heard enough people's stories talking about portals, and I find it fascinating and interesting, and I think it's important to talk about and bring on the show. Um, Sorry about all the ums. Uh, and I also hear a lot of reports of an orb flying around these creatures. Are they aliens? Are they just something natural of the woods? Or are they some other kind of god creation? I don't know. But I find it fascinating because that's the thing nobody really knows. Patty was a good example of a Bigfoot caught on film. The problem is now though is most of the films that we see with Bigfoot on there and pictures are questionable now because we have the problem with AI. The AI has been it's going to be a big problem now because it looks pretty good and looks real. Um, Sorry about that, guys. I usually don't say a lot. I'm just trying to keep my mind sharp right now. I'm tired. So, lost my train of thought there. Where was I going with that? So, what are these orbs? What are these orbs that seem to be showing up around Bigfoot? What do you guys think? You are right, Duffy. Duffy says we all just need to go out into the woods with the 16 millimeter cameras with film reels, and nobody can excuse of any fakery of digitally. You're right. You're right. Because that's the problem. Is that the technology's gotten so advanced, these cameras that we can basically record with our phones, right? Oh, sorry guys. And it just really makes you wonder. It's Are we gonna ever get another good footage of, Bigfoot? I mean, maybe we have, but it's hard to say because there's a lot of hoaxers. Some people like to say there's no. Why would people hoax this? Because they just do it. So, anyways, it's just the AI is going to be a problem. I've been looking more and more into it, and seeing the way it looks, and I mean, there's a lot of things that detects AI in it, so it's interesting. Yeah, you're probably right, bro. I'm gonna try to do something here real quick. Hold on a second. All right. Sorry for stop talking there, but yeah, you got a point there, man. You know, I've yeah, yeah. That's I think I've heard a lot of encounters like that where there was a family of them walking through swamps and you know damn well I wouldn't walk through a swamp unless there's one of the old people out there, you know, that know the old ways of the woods. But yeah, I've heard stories about them walking through the swamp. People couldn't explain. They used to think they were feral people and stuff like that. But I do believe there is some feral people out there. Especially here, hear a lot of it in Tennessee. Uh, and you know, who knows where else, you know. But yeah, going back to the video cameras and pictures, there's a lot of pictures that get taken of these creatures, and you wonder if a lot of it could be pareidolia effect in there. Yeah, you got to pay attention to that. You also got to pay attention to when the person gets a picture of it, how they react to it, and you know, you could really tell by a person's behavior. And yeah, I see what. Sorry, guys, I was just reading what Duffy is saying here. Right? Yeah, that's why I enjoy Mr. Duffy's channel. You guys go check that out if you haven't yet. He's got a good informational channel and Bigfoot and stuff like that, you know. And he's had an experience with Bigfoot, Dogman, probably a lot more he hasn't told me yet. And yeah, I just like to. Okay, all right. Sorry, guys. I was looking at my damn computer and it looked like it glitched out for a minute there. But it looks like everything's working. Pretty boring, I know. I'm getting this just all pretty much set up tonight, and I appreciate coming in here and checking us out. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in there. Just to, you don't have to do it again, Mr. Duffy, if you don't want to, but it's welcome to anybody that's showing up in here. They can come in and see if this shows up. It should work fine. Uh, yeah, just checking it in here because I like to test it all, and that way I make sure it works. Recording good. Uh-oh. Something's not right there. Right, all right, all right. Oh, okay. Okay, looks like it's working properly. Trying to figure out all the settings on here. A lot of little things you got to make sure you're clicking on. So, all right. So, once again, thank you for coming in here, Mr. Duffy, and helping me out, testing my stuff. Yeah, if you want to click on it, that's cool. It may or may not work because I'm making sure I didn't accidentally. No, it's active. It's active. Cool. So it's working right there. So yeah, I mean, it's if this starts working properly, man, I can actually start doing more shows like this as well. Things you got to do to save yourself some money because when if you go with StreamYard, um, it's a lot easier, but doing this stuff is a little bit more. brain work for sure because you got to make sure everything's set up, make sure everything's dialed right. Because I figured out there was two settings on videos here, and I think that's why it was picking up, the voice in the background and overlapping. Um, so we figured that out. But it's a few other little things I got to figure out on it. But I think it's gonna work for the show, so it's cool. Or just do live shows. Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna try this again tomorrow too. Oh, something's wigging out right here. Okay, I gotta stop this. I know what's going on right here. Don't mind me, guys. Boom. Talking to myself, right? So, all right, man. Looks like you're popping up there. You hear me fine? Okay. I don't know if it's working or not. I don't hear you, man. Do you hear me? It's weird. I don't hear you. Let me see. Strange. Yeah, I can't hear you at all, dude. Hold on a second. I think I know what it is. Okay, so the volume's up on that. See, it's trying to figure out all the. Let me make sure it's not my board here. No, that's hooked up. It's hooked up. Yeah, I don't hear you, man. Are you muted? Because it shows you're on muted here. On mute. Yeah, I think you're on muted. I can't hear you at all. Strange. Yeah, dude, I don't hear you. Crazy. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Can't be that one. No. Really? Do I? Let me check here. Because got changed up here. Let me on. Yeah, all the boxes on here look all screwed up right now. Oh, I see what happened. It minimized everything. I think I got you on mute, but I still don't hear you. Maybe it's delayed. Weird. Do I still have you muted on her, dude, or is it showing you on mute? Because I'm not sure if there's something else on here I gotta click. The fuck is going on here? Now that work. Apologize, Mr. Duffy. I appreciate you hanging in there. Um, Not sure why your voice is not picking up. Because I click mute and that's you're muted. And now I unmute you. Okay. So it looks like I got to figure out something else. Oh, well, that just screwed up.